Hey, happy
Hello,
birthday. Happy birthday, Morgan.
It took us so long to say anything then, didn't it? Why did it take us so long? I don't know. I don't know. It is my birthday. It is. As my sign says, birthday.
It's like The Office. It is your birthday.
It is. It is a little bit like that. It is a little bit like that. I have a weird setup going because the camera is actually in front of you. So I'm kind of looking past the camera when I'm talking to you. Hello, Marie Zambino in
Hi,
the chat.
Marie.
Thank you very much for wishing me happy birthday. Dean's here as well.
Hey.
Yes. You know we love you. Thank you very much for that. We're excited today because this movie that we're watching is our poll winner.
Yes. Well, I did a poll on Twitter just to kind of put some feelers out, and that poll was actually Face Off. But then I was like, no, we want to see what our patrons think, our devoted supporters on our It's a Wonderful Podcast Patreon, and they all voted for Gone in 60 Seconds. So we decided to go for our patrons' vote, and yeah, this is a fun one.
I will be honest with you, I might be a bit jittery at the moment. I'm not quite sure. It has been a long many years since I've watched Gone in 60 Seconds.
It's been a movie
I do own. I would have admittedly, I would have liked to watch Face Off, although I think Face Off, we're in a Nick Cage month at the moment anyway, on Morgan Hasn't Seen on the shows. Face Off is more of a typical kind of movie that you would expect to find people watching for a Nick Cage watch-along.
Yes.
And maybe this one goes underviewed, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, so that's why I thought we should go with this one. Yeah.
Because I think this is a decent movie and a silly movie as well.
Yes. My beverage is for the other fast driving film, but
it is.
I think it's still fitting. It'll work.
This one didn't turn into the mega franchise, did it?
It did not, no.
Gone in 60 seconds, Gone in 90 seconds, Gone in 30. I mean, what? You know, you could have loads. Gone in 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 4 seconds. It could be endless.
They could have had some really fun naming trends with that franchise, but
it could be absolutely endless. I haven't even posted our live now things.
I did a story on our Instagram. Yes. I'm glad to watch it because it's been a while for me as well.
Yes. Well, how do we start off these watch-alongs then? Because I suppose we'll just get straight on and crack on, as we do like to say. Janine, I like how your caption is still a remnant of tomorrow's episode.
Well, I usually let you pick my caption, so you didn't do that.
Wait, but my caption is "It's not my own birthday."
Well, I want you to pick my caption for me.
I can't pick your caption now because I'm
now you're too far away. Okay.
And I am far too far away. I can't find anything to actually post any live now thing.
I did one on Instagram and tagged you so you can share that.
You know what I hate? I hate that I choose to do this when we're actually live on the watch-alongs.
We're messy over here.
We waste the first 5 minutes of the watch-along messing around. It's silly. Let's just watch the movie. Let's just start the movie.
Okay.
How do we start the movie?
Oh, we miss you too, Dean, but you're over there becoming superstar.
So I mean, kind of, you know.
Yes, we're like
I don't know why you miss us.
Yeah.
You know.
You've left us in the dust. We're super excited. We're super excited for you and proud of you. And yes.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Very much so. Yes, please. I will go insane if we don't actually start this movie soon.
Okay, let's do it.
So we can waffle on about all the nonsense that we usually waffle on about while we're watching the movie.
We'll get there. All right, so let's start.
How do we start?
It's a 3, 2, 1. Play. Push play when I say play.
Yes, that's easy. That is easy enough. Let's do that then. Forgive me for
right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
Boom. Just crank the volume up here. I have the movie in my ear. I have you
perfect. Oh, perfect.
out loud. It's very 2000, the music, Jimmy.
Yes.
This is, of course, the movie where Nick Cage has what can only be described, I think, as blonde highlights.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
And just when the scene comes as well, let's all in unison, good people of the chat. And if you are popping into the chat, do say hello today.
Yes. And leave a like. Leave a like.
Yes, and all the good stuff. We have all this scrolling things at the bottom.
Yes.
Subscribe if you are not subscribed and all that kind of great stuff. But do say hi. We love chatting to people on our watch-alongs. Our last one, the Scream watch-along of Scream that we did before Scream 6 came out. We got a good chat going.
Yeah.
Good chat going. I still haven't actually posted anything out, by the way. I'm all over the place.
We can multitask. I'm a woman. I'll show you how to multitask. Okay.
It is because naturally I've been rather busy today.
Well, of course, it's your birthday.
As in, like, doing things and seeing people. I forgot Timothy Oliphant was in this movie.
What? He is? Like what?
I've just seen his name in the credits.
Yes, I think he's Delroy Lindo's like second, partner. I want to say.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And your favorite, Vinnie Jones. So.
Yes, my favorite Vinnie Jones, of course. Yeah. As you well know, he is my favorite, isn't he?
Well, I still have to have you watch Euro Trip, where he's just like obsessed with Manchester.
No, I'm not watching that.
You are. I'm gonna make you one day. Should have done it for our teen comedies series.
I'd like to point out, Janine, actually, that I could have been in a very, very foul mood for this watch-along.
Why?
Because United have just finished their FA Cup semi-final against Brighton, which we won on penalties. So, obviously, yes, thank God for that. But, if we'd have lost and it's been my birthday and they would have ruined my birthday...
Oh, yes, that would have been pretty bad.
I would not have enjoyed that at all. This song is beginning to annoy me. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, like, just get to it.
I'd also like to point out, I don't really care about cars. So this is a really unusual movie for me to watch.
Well, I mean, you like the muscle cars.
I do like the muscle cars of Dom Toretto, yes, but we're not dealing with that here.
You did get some fun out of the Fast and Furious franchise, even though you aren't a fan of cars. So,
Well, that's because most of the Fast and Furious franchise has got actually nothing to do with cars.
Yeah. So, I like to do a series on my TikTok calling out actor tropes. And, I forget the actor trope of Giovanni Ribisi always just being a screw up.
and usually somebody's screw up brother.
Yeah.
As well, actually. The screw up brother of the main character.
Yeah.
Would you steal a Porsche, Janine?
He made Phoebe have all his babies.
He did. Yes, he did. What else has he done? Other things.
What was that movie about? Like all the stock exchange people.
I don't know. It's not Giovanni Ribisi in Face Off, is it? it's Alessandro Nivola, but it could very well be Giovanni.
I mean, it could. It could.
Oh, that's what's his face.
Boiler Room. That's what I'm talking about. Boiler Room.
What's this guy called?
Who? James Caan's? James Caan's?
No. That's Scott Caan, isn't it? But
yeah.
No, the older dude.
Oh, from Remember the Titans.
Is he in Remember the Titans?
Yes, he's the other coach. See, you don't even. You're like all the people in the Schmodown who just never remember the Titans.
It's been a long time. I've watched Remember the Titans one time, Janine. One singular time.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, you know how there's a white coach and a black coach.
Yes, of course there is.
He's the white.
He's the white. Very simplistic racist.
Yes.
Racist. It's not racist.
Will Patton. Yes.
Very simplistic race commentary from
most recently seen in the new Halloween trilogy.
Yes, of course. That's what I was talking about. That's where I knew him from. He's what's his face? Laurie's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I do apologize if I'm going jittery. I'm getting the dreaded signal bars.
Oh goodness.
So I am sorry about that. Have we all had a nice day?
Yeah. Hung out with my sister and my nephew. Had a little sleepover and got our exercise. Walked down to Starbucks and got some drinks. Walked back. Nice time.
Good.
I actually, I obviously did not win that big New York match against Chance Ellison, but I did beat him on a Gone in 60 Seconds question. I got it right and he got it wrong.
Ooh.
So I do feel good about that. So this movie will always be a proud moment for me.
Okay, fair enough. Do we remember what the question was?
The question was, how do they, what do they call the cars that they catalog? Like, what names do they use for the cars?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is.
Do you know the answer, Morgan?
So I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, my microphone was all being weird. It's not standing up properly. Look at it. You can see it falling slowly, and it shouldn't be doing that. What do they call the cars? There's Timothy Olyphant. He looks so young.
He does. This is like what, post Scream 2 Timothy Olyphant?
Yes, I suppose it would be just about.
Yeah, like 3 years later.
Deborah Lindo also looks rather young, actually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to watch that movie he's in. He just did a new, I think, straight to streaming movie with Kerry Washington where he's her father and he's been in jail for several years and he's finally coming out and living with her. So
I've now just realized the entire bottom of my screen is just that, so I have to push it back.
Well, I didn't even notice it.
That's fine there. That's what I was doing.
Oh yes, the bleached. Well, that was
look
the
at his hair.
The 2000s. I remember the first episode of season 2 of Dawson's Creek. Pacey got frosted tips because that was his way of new start for Pacey. New school year, new start, frosted tips.
Oh dear. Did we all do that? We all did stuff like that though in our educational years.
Yes.
New start of the school year and a new haircut.
Yeah.
See, Janine, this is how you can tell this movie is in an LA summer because everything's so yellow.
Yeah. Got that desert glow on it.
Everything's got a yellow tint. I have looked at Nick Cage's face a lot this month, Janine. I have.
I mean, what do you think of it?
What do I think of Nick Cage's face?
Yes.
It's an expressive face. What do you think of Nick Cage? What a strange question. What do you think of Nick Cage's face?
I mean, I used to be a fan of his face. I told you the crush that developed for me at age 13 after a double feature of Con Air and Face Off.
Yes.
I believe Face Off was first, and then Con Air came, and he was being very sweet and kind and heroic and actiony and running around in a tank top the whole time. So, 13-year-old me was like, he's strange, but I kind of like him.
You're strange. 13.
Yes. Yes. That's about the age of crushings.
There's a name, by the way, that Christopher Eccleston does not suit. Raymond Calitri.
Yeah.
Especially when he's just talking like Christopher Eccleston talks. I mean,
Calitri is not a common British surname.
I can't say I've ever come across this. But everybody in this movie is called something stupid. I've got a feeling everybody in this movie is called something stupid, because isn't Nick Cage's name Memphis Reigns?
Oh yeah, they really were just like...
What's that about? That's not a name. That's not a name at all.
We're talking about that's a cool name.
And do you know what I do like actually in this movie? You brought him up before, and Vinnie Jones being in this movie, he doesn't say anything until the very end, does he? So I don't have to listen to his horrible, annoying voice.
Was this like his first movie or something?
No, his first movies were those was like Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yes, you're right.
When he'd retired from hacking people down in...
What team was he on?
He played for Wimbledon, who don't exist anymore. They actually...
Oh, because he left, that's why.
Well, probably, actually.
Really?
But, I mean, look at the state of Christopher Eccleston's hair as well.
Oh my gosh. Do you think baseball is so bleeding boring?
I sincerely disagree with Christopher Eccleston. I love baseball. I think it's great. You would never get Eccleston in movies like this these days. Never, ever.
No. I mean, if he doesn't even want to come back for a Doctor Who special thing, you really think he's going to come back to
no, that's because he doesn't like the producers. He doesn't like the BBC. Actually, he likes Doctor Who, but he's a very, very outspoken person, Eccleston, actually.
Well, that's fair, I think.
No, in like a, he doesn't sit down on political topics and stuff like that. He's very, very
outspoken
and protesty and all that kind of stuff. And the movies he does, the kind of stuff he does, TV and that, is tends to be very serious, very kind of gritty and grounded and bleak and that sort of stuff. You wouldn't get him in kind of silly, half silly, polished Hollywood movies like this.
Yeah, okay.
Even though I think that's a shame because he's got a very unique kind of charisma, I think.
You want me to answer that? Do I look like an asshole? Yeah. You tell him, Nick Cage. You tell him, Memphis.
No, his hair just looks silly. Marie Zambino says baseball is boring. Baseball is not boring. Cricket is boring. And I will have that debate with anybody. Baseball is not boring.
I just don't understand it, so.
I mean, I don't understand all of it.
You understand enough to enjoy.
There's too much intricacy in some of the rules.
Oh.
Oh, you've changed your caption. I didn't even notice that. It is not my birthday. It is not my own. That's a good caption. Yes, I like that.
Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, so intense! All the guns pointing. Oh,
oh, what's happened to your audio? Your audio's gone gone what? Unusual.
I sound normal to me.
Oh, now you do.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there. What's this? Golf is more boring than baseball. Baseball is okay when you're at the park with people and greasy snacks. Fair enough. I mean, golf is an unusual one. Golf, golf is a strange one. I kind of go through phases with golf.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to go and watch golf. But
what is he making? Oh, gross. Just give it up.
No, that's how I cook. Throw stuff in a pan, mash it together.
But you pour beer in there and too much salt.
I should actually. Oh no, you can't. Can you see? Oh no, you can't see them, which is good actually. I have a little pile here, actually, where my hand is. Of should we just say the next Morgan's movie collection video, because
nice.
as has been established, it is my birthday.
Yeah,
and I was treated to a few nice little things.
Wonderful.
I say little things. One particularly massive thing, or two pretty massive things, really. But,
one more thing on the way.
He's not got everything under control. He's completely out of control. Sort it out, Rabisi.
Such a mess. Where would he be without his big brother?
They don't look like brothers, do they? They look about as close to brothers as Vin Diesel and John Cena.
Yeah. Do you have your phone close by?
My phone?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's here. Secret messages.
Oh, I know.
That's not entertaining for good people.
Well, we've got business to do.
We do, really, we do. Who's this? Sorry, that was a strange noise. Who's this who's playing his mother?
I want to say, did she play What's Her Face in Mommy Dearest? She looks like.
It's not Faye Dunaway.
Yeah, she looks like her.
That's not Faye Dunaway.
I know, but she looks
a little bit. I think she looks a little bit like Ellen Burstyn.
She looks like the birth child of Ellen Burstyn and Faye Dunaway.
She does look a little bit like the love child of those two. Yes. Who is it? Do we even know who it is? Is it actually anybody?
Look her up. Grace Zabriskie.
Absolutely no idea. Yeah, it's definitely nobody.
Looks like she was maybe a what's his name? Guy. A David Lynch person.
A David Lynch person.
She's in Inland Empire and Wild at Heart, so.
Oh well, Wild at Heart, Nick Cage, bring them both together. There's
and in Twin Peaks. So
there's a Gone in 60 Seconds movie from 1974.
What? Well, maybe we can do a deja vu.
No.
Just like straight up no. Come on. People would love it.
I should actually have treated myself to a glass of wine tonight, shouldn't I?
You should have.
I mean, I have so much. I'm looking at it now. You can see off screen. I'm looking at the bottles upon bottles of unopened wine I have because nobody ever comes around to drink any.
No, you can drink alone.
I can't. I feel weird.
I'm drinking alone right now. I mean, I guess I'm with all you wonderful people, but
see, you're not alone.
But I do drink alone.
The disrespect.
It's a nice Sunday. Like, just sit and enjoy a drink on the patio or something.
Yeah,
that's not weird.
You have to go into work tomorrow.
One glass of wine is not going to have you go insane.
Yeah,
we're going to have you hanging from the rafters.
If you have one glass of wine, then that week you've got to finish the bottle.
And what's wrong with that?
And what if you don't want one the day after?
You never answered the question.
What question?
The Schmodown question.
Oh, what do they call the cars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they not call them girls' names? Do they not all have girls' names?
That is the answer. Yes.
Like your job is to go and steal Betty.
Well, no, like that one special car is named Eleanor.
Oh yes, Eleanor. Eleanor the car.
Yes.
See, 1 minute critic in the chat saying hi to Janine. It's okay, I'm here as
well. Hello. Thanks for popping in.
I don't matter. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Thank you for saying hi, 1 minute critic. Thanks for popping.
He is a TikTok buddy who does some great content.
Oh yes, that's where I recognize. That's where I recognize it from.
Yes. Morgan is new to TikTok, so just
I haven't.
Don't mind him. He's literally joined TikTok me. A month ago, maybe.
Something like that, and need to actually post some more things there.
Yes.
Terrible. Do you like Gone in 60 Seconds, 1 minute critic? Look at Robert Duvall with his mustache and his horrible hair. Shave it off.
I know.
Nobody should ever have hair.
That little like floop and flip in the back. You're bald, but you got this little floop and flip.
Just shave your head. Nobody should ever have hair like that.
Like, if you
As
got a
soon as you
big
start
bald
going
patch, why are you
bald,
just hanging on to
shave it.
to that much? I mean, if there's a little bit of hair, like, not bad. I think it's fine. If it's buzzed like peach fuzz, I think that looks good. But you got a
Yes.
big old slick back floop and flop, and there's nothing else.
Yeah, you've got full hair everywhere apart from
a big old
there.
patch in the middle. Yeah. Like, keep it short if you want to keep your hair. No
It
big
looks
floop and
bad,
flop.
Robert Duvall.
Would you like his mustache at least?
I do like his mustache, yes.
Okay.
But it makes his hairstyle look even worse.
You're just all about the Robert Duvall shaming here. I think we just don't like his floop and flop. That's all.
Robert Duvall's not still alive, is he? Is he still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Is he?
Yes.
He'd be very old.
Yes, he is very old. Oh, it's where we build the team montage.
Yes, building the team. Robert Duvall is 92, Janine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, Robert Duvall. Keep going.
Yeah. Last movie he did was that Robert Downey Jr. movie, The Judge. I think. Very Oscar Beatty movie.
Marie agrees there with the Robert Duvall situation.
The floop and
keep
flop.
the mustache and ditch the rest of the hair. Yes.
Yeah.
He'd look much better, Marie. He would. You know who else's birthday is today?
Who? William Shakespeare? Yes.
You know who else's birthday is today, actually?
Who?
I've already mentioned him. John Cena.
Who? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, who's that? What's his name?
Chi or Chai McBride. I don't ever know how to say his name.
You don't know how to say his name?
His name is CHI. So is that Chi McBride? Chai McBride?
I recognise him, do you mean? I would say Chai McBride. What's he been in? Robot, perhaps.
Yeah, he was the he's got the good sergeant, angry sergeant look.
He does. Although I don't know why I would recognise him from Robot. Again,
Yeah, it's not like a common movie for you to watch.
A movie that I have not watched in a long time.
Yeah, I'm looking if there's anything like more recent or more to your sphere that you would know him from.
I do remember, though, I was quite the fan of Robot when it came out.
Yeah, me too.
And he always used to seem to be on TV a lot. So
he was on the show
Robot's on. Put it on.
I think he was on like this show where he was a principal, like Boston Public or something, and he was the principal. So that's what I always knew him from. He was actually on like a regular Fox show.
Robert Duvall does not want Sphinx and Sway on the team.
Yeah, because look at him. He's crazy.
Doesn't want them.
He doesn't want Vinnie Jones's crazy morgue guy. And what is this thing? Why is this a thing? Why is this a trope of coroners just eating around the dead bodies? Like in horror, that's a huge trope in horror.
Is he?
Yes.
I haven't noticed.
Yeah, in horror films, you always have your cool coroner guy who's always just snacking and eating around the body because, like, it just doesn't faze him.
Well, look. What a very provocative shot of Angelina Jolie. Vinnie Jones. You say, would you want him on your team? No. And I won't want him on my football team either.
I mean, he wouldn't be talking. Would you at least want this version where he doesn't
would
say
be. He would be if he was playing football. Have you ever watched clips of Vinnie Jones playing football?
No.
Don't. He doesn't play football. He plays let's kill the opposition.
Well, that's exactly his character in Euro Trip.
Well, that's because that was exactly him as a player.
But he's just like an enthusiast fan who's like goes all crazy with his other fans. Like also, I told you, there's a whole. Did I send you that scene where he just goes and chases down like somebody wearing like a French team shirt, like goes and attacks them? I want to say. I want to say I should like send you that clip.
You probably have.
Well, you always lead me to believe that that's probably how intense you are at football games. It's just why you would never let me go to a football game with you.
No.
You always allude to the fact that you become kind of crazy at football games.
And I'm not proud of it, Janine. There's real intensity and there's fake intensity. And it's the fake intensity of this character that is just cringe-inducing.
Okay.
In fact, we've been having this discussion this week amongst my family. It's not good for you. Football's not good for you. I wish to God that it wasn't so ingrained in us.
In your culture.
And because it's such a violent... It's such an aggressive an aggressively supported sport. Everybody has their own stupid opinion and gets so aggressive about it. It's not good for you. And I've never come across this level of real horrible sport fan base in any other sport I've ever liked or followed.
Oh my gosh, I forgot Master P was in this movie. Yes, well, that's why we need to do our new show that we've been talking about forever.
No, because unfortunately, what the likes of Ted Lasso and Welcome to Wrexham and all this Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney, Wrexham stuff is what it's done to people is actually make them think that football's good for them. And it isn't.
I mean, Ted Lasso definitely shows elements of the insanity of the fandom. Because you have your fans of the Ted Lasso team watching the game every week and going completely insane. So,
but is it real insane? Like, are they?
Well, that's why I want your perspective on the show.
Okay.
So I would love to do our show. Morgan hasn't seen.
Here he is.
Where we watch episodes of Ted Lasso.
Vinnie Jones has only ever been good once, Janine.
What was that? Juggernaut? Is that your favorite?
Yes, it's not hard to figure out.
Was it the Juggernaut?
No, come on.
In X-Men: The Last Stand?
No, it was not the Juggernaut in X-Men: The Last Stand.
The Shakespearean delivery of "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch" was just... it was just so great.
Yes, no, we don't like that. Come on, you know the answer.
I don't know the answer.
You do.
No.
Yes, you do. We've actually done a watch-along of this movie.
Really?
Yes.
Vinnie Jones?
Vinnie Jones.
I don't remember.
It actually might very well have been a Morgan's birthday watch-along from a couple of years ago.
Really? No, I don't remember.
She's the man.
Yes! Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I so forgot he's in that. Yes, he's the crazy coach in that, right?
I mean, yes, Marie, you are right. That is how sports work. You do get crazy at the game, but there's a genuine violence to football fandom.
No, I mean, after there has been a clip going around of this guy who literally, when his team loses, he punches and throws the whole TV.
Yeah,
and then just walks away like nothing. But this is like American football, so like it's not just soccer, as the other people.
Well, in my experience, I can only go off my experience. Like you can't even. You can barely go to low-level semi-professional football, and even below that, like local football of just like, you know, the county league football and that kind of stuff. You can't even go to that and not, you know, you can go to that and still there's aggression, there's argument,
there's
there's
craziness,
people kicking off
intensity.
with each other. That's like on the sidelines, and people of any age. In fact, me and my dad yesterday just went down to watch a local team here. We hadn't been down to watch them for a long while, so we thought, oh,
Let's go check it out.
There was quite a nice view there, but we were stood next to these two old men.
We're going nuts.
Who were basically Statler and Waldorf of football.
Oh my gosh!
They didn't shut up all game.
Yeah,
they were the opposition fans, clearly, or the opposition, you know, involved with that club, whatever it was.
Yeah,
because we were there supporting, you know, the home team.
Yeah,
but they did not shut up all game. It was just like me and my dad were sat there going, "We don't need
groaning." Yes, just stop. Yeah,
and because what we also like to do when we go and watch these, it's like when we go and watch my brother play and this kind of stuff, because he's in the same level of league as these guys we went watching.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a little bit of fun with like the referee and the opposition players and the opposition manager and things like this, and just like try and get a rise out of them, like jokingly from the sidelines. We just say, "Oh, you can't let him talk to you like that, ref," and just to try and get
just to see, a little. Mm-hmm.
I said one thing at this game, and it was just like, "Oh, it never went out, that ref." And Waldorf next to me,
oh no,
started going, "What game are you watching? Are you blind? It clearly went down. It was 3 meters." He's like, "Relax, mate. You know, I'm just
Why are you trying to start a fight with the old man working?
I'm here for a bit of fun."
Yes.
I've not been watching the movie.
No, there was a scene of literally Giovanni Ribisi making Nick Cage feel terrible when he's trying to help him out of this. "I have my own friends and my own family. I don't even know you, Nicolas Cage." Like, he's trying to help you out of the situation, and you just want to be.
Gio Ribisi needs to relax.
Yes, exactly.
Ultimately.
So now it's his team who got him in this situation in the first place, and the professional team, and they're being very smug to the professional team.
Oh, this.
Oh yeah, this teams coming together music.
This just early 2000s electro music. It's
It's like a wannabe Keanu character.
He does look like he does. Oh, that's a good shout. I like that.
Like 2000s Bill and Ted Keanu.
Yeah. We couldn't get Keanu, so we're just like, oh, we'll get a guy that half looks like Keanu.
Yeah. He was and also, does he look like he could be Randy Quaid's child?
Randy Quaid's child?
Yes. He played Randy Quaid's son in Independence Day.
Who did?
That Keanu dude? Guy. Yeah, the Keanu guy.
Oh. Okay. The only child of Randy Quaid's I care about is those from Vacation.
Oh, yeah. Cousin Eddie. Oh, my goodness. Best role of his career. Yeah.
Oh, Marie says, old dudes are always ready for a fight. Yeah. I mean, they weren't ready for a fight. They were just like they were
Getting
taking
intense.
it way too seriously when I just
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, but the guy that usually does that for you just got tapped by Delroy Lindo. So good luck with that.
I wouldn't say no to Delroy Lindo. To be fair, I think
No.
Delroy Lindo commands respect.
Yes, which I do. I've been wanting to watch a movie with you, which I have to figure out how to work it into the show. Is this crazy Danny Boyle? I believe it's Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle.
Rom-com called A Life Less Ordinary.
Danny Boyle doesn't do rom-coms. Danny Boyle does unnecessarily serious movies.
Yeah, I think he did this movie with Cameron Diaz and Ewan McGregor.
Was it what movie is this?
Yeah, it is Danny Boyle. Yeah, it's got like a pretty stacked cast. It's got Stanley Tucci and
Which movie is this? What is this?
it's called A Life Less Ordinary.
Oh, okay.
And Ewan
I
McGregor
just
plays
found it.
yeah, Ewan McGregor plays this like
Oh, it would
menial
be
worker
Ewan
at this
McGregor.
big company, and he's sick of it, so he ends up kidnapping the boss's daughter. And the boss is played by Ian Holm.
Ian Holm.
Yes, and so he's stuck with this girl, Cameron Diaz, who's this rich snobby girl, and they don't get along. And then there's this like supernatural element to it where Delroy Lindo and Holly Hunter are like these angels, and like
Okay.
their mission is to kind of keep love going in the world, and their mission is to make Cameron Diaz and Ewan McGregor fall in love with each other, or they can't return like to heaven or whatever.
Okay.
So he's like this. They're like, I don't know, angel cops. It's a really fun movie, but so I've been trying to figure out like what theme could I make around picking that movie for the show.
Directors from Morgan's local area.
Oh, Danny Boyle's from the local area?
Danny Boyle is from the local area, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, have you seen a good amount of Danny Boyle films?
No, I'm not really interested in Boyle movies.
How do you know?
Well, I like 28 Days Later.
Oh, okay. That's it.
That's it, really.
You're terrible. You support your local boy.
Well, I think when I first learned really who Danny Boyle was, it was probably around the Slumdog Millionaire time, and everybody kept banging on and banging on and banging on and banging on about him. So naturally, I just went, I don't really care.
Oh, have you seen Slumdog Millionaire?
Not all of it, no.
Have you seen Trainspotting?
Yes.
Have you seen 127 Hours?
No, and I've got absolutely no interest in watching that miserable movie about somebody getting trapped and having to cut his own arm off from James Franco.
Have you seen The Beach?
No, actually. I haven't. Oh, there'd be plenty for a series, but I really don't want to do that. And I think it's a very strange choice of a series.
Why are you so negative?
I just think it is. Hello, Alison in the chat. Thank you very much for the birthday.
Hey. I don't like how negative you're being right now. It's very
I'm not being negative.
You're like, oh, he's local. I don't want to watch any of his crap.
I prefer Robert Shaw. Give me Robert Shaw. Yes, we like Robert
he's
Shaw.
a local boy you'll support. Okay. Fair enough.
And as you well know, Janine, Robert Shaw is very local.
Yes, there's a bar in your town named for him or something.
I like how you refer to it as a bar. Really,
A pub.
really,
A pub. Sorry,
no,
a pub.
really a dirty cesspool. But you
So
refer
you
to
can't even call it a pub.
really
Sorry.
the local cheap. Everybody goes in there on a Tuesday morning and gets hammered, kind of place.
Okay, fair enough.
It was actually the place, when I went on this weekend of what North Americans would refer to as a bachelor party, but we would refer to as a stag do.
Stag do. Yes, I learned that from Mamma Mia.
When I went on this, we actually met up for the morning before we were traveling, across to where we were staying for that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
In the Robert Shaw pub, as it were, and it was a Friday morning, and I mean 10 a.m. In fact, it was probably 9:30 a.m. There were grown men sat in there
just
on
there.
their own, with clearly already 3 or 4 drinks down.
Oh gosh.
And it's just like, this is some people's lives, Janine.
Just coming to the pub and getting wasted first thing in the morning and being there all day.
I will be honest as well.
Those are like movie characters.
These people looked miserable as well. Like, it's not a good. Go, by all means, go to the Robert Shaw pub of a Friday night, a Saturday night.
Yes, but not during the week when you see the miserable people who just are there all day.
Not during the day. Right. I'm going to spend the rest of this movie looking to see if
what?
Any of the cars are remotely nice looking.
Well, they had an older looking car that they were looking at when they were outside that movie theater. Because this is an LA movie, isn't it?
Oh, what's this that Alison's saying in the chat here? I'm intrigued. If it hasn't been requested already, I feel like we need to hear me do the classic Eccleston line. I asked for 50 cars, not 49 and a half. Is it because, by any chance, I have a very similar accent to Christopher Eccleston?
Yes.
Really, don't I? Because I do. Again, Christopher Eccleston, local area.
What? Seriously?
Well, not like local. Well, yeah,
no,
kind
but
of
local
pretty
enough.
local. Pretty
okay.
local. Where is it? Where is Eccleston? I know for a fact that Christopher Eccleston and myself attended the same university.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you telling me that.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's from literally.
Or was that
like
Eleanor?
10 minutes away. That way. You drive a bit that way, and you get to Eccleston territory, and that's 10 minutes. I would say probably it would take.
Okay.
Yeah, he's local. I will do that. I forget how he says it. Does he shout it? Presumably, when he says it in the movie, I'll say it after. How about that?
Okay.
That's a nice car.
That's the Eleanor car.
Yes, I like that.
Okay, so you do like that one.
None of the silly Too Fast, Too Furious, luminous orange.
No, there was an older classic looking car. Master P, get out of here. Oh my gosh.
It's okay though. He's got his front-facing bandana on.
Yeah, he's ready for business.
ready for business. Doing his best impression of Tupac. Because Tupac always wore a front-facing bandana. And who else wore a front-facing bandana? Several people, probably. It's a very LA thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the bandanas were very much, Bloods and Crips colors and all that kind of business.
Yeah, so that's not. We're not involved in any gang warfare, Janine.
Oh, look how there was a cute dog.
No, dear.
Disarming, and then, oh no. Oh no.
Well, the dog's called Beast. Look at that kennel.
Yeah, but then a cute little dog came out, and then here comes the bigger crazy dog.
Chickens? Look, there's not that many feathers, by the way.
No, just a few.
Where have all those feathers come from?
I love how you're just like, chickens.
Who keeps chickens in LA?
Our neighbor has chickens, but we're not in LA.
Really? I wouldn't think people in any part of California keep chickens. Doesn't seem like that kind of place. I don't know. Or a farm thing.
Oh, this director, I was looking at him. He's done a lot of music video things.
The director of the movie.
Mm-hmm. He looks like he did a bunch of stuff for Janet.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Can he even hear you? Can he hear you? Can he hear you through that window inside the place?
And what was the I about, Nick Cage?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Right? Explain yourself. What's that supposed to mean? I feel a little offended. This Cage. I don't know how to feel about that.
You know exactly what he's doing there.
Yeah.
Can't fool us, Nick.
Oh, this is a fun little sneaky trick.
This is called being a towing company without having a license to do that. And the car's just gonna go.
Oh.
Oh dear,
oh my gosh.
It's not that strong that the front of the car would come off like that. How weak's that car?
Right? The whole bottom was pulled out, and the truck didn't even like pull off crazy.
The truck was going at 15 miles per hour, and the entire bottom
ripped the whole bottom of the car out. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. 24 hours to deadline. Steal these cars.
Yes, I love this countdown clock.
Brother, I'm Christopher Eccleston. That's the plot of this movie, isn't it?
And then this guy's trying to show off.
Do you know what I don't like? Scott Caan trying to be Wolverine. What's that about?
Yeah.
Thinking he's Hugh Jackman. You went and saw X-Men.
Oh no.
2 months before. Oh dear, oh dear. It is bigger than we first thought.
Oh, Giovanni Ribisi, your team's not looking so hot. Over here just stealing some random car just to look cool.
And it happens to be full of hard drugs.
Yes. All because they told Keanu that he was good at ordering pizzas. He had to prove it. So he didn't like it. Yeah.
Oh dear. Robert Duvall's face then was literally just like, oh dear. Hide, run. We're okay. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just in our garage.
Yeah, just hanging out.
This is where we come for the day. Do you people not have jobs? No.
Huge pile of just cocaine on the ground.
It'll be a terrible, terrible thing to watch. I don't want to watch Nick Cage.
I mean, or they can,
yeah.
I mean, or they could sing "Row, row, row your boat" like they did in Star Trek: The Final Frontier.
Oh, is there not a movie where somebody has to sing "Row, row, row your boat" really like intensely?
Oh, what?
There is. Oh, there is.
What movie? Who's in it?
So I feel like it's like a torture scene, and somebody's singing "Row, row, row your boat" really intensely. Somebody will know this scene. Please remind me of what this is. Oh,
it's gonna bug you now.
Do you know what? This is the problem with my mind, is that I have these snippets of just nonsense that I can never actually put in any context.
And you don't give me enough description for me to even like help you. Like you need to say a key thing for me to even kind of be able to understand where you're going with that.
No, come on. No, this isn't right.
Are you gonna be thinking about it? You can't even picture like who the person is who's doing it, singing.
No, it's somebody like doing it, and they kind of they start off like, "Come on, sing, row, row, row." It gets more and more intense. J&B's here in the chat, of course. Hi.
Hey.
Don't worry, J&B. Tomorrow's Monday Madness is all up and done, so it's there.
I feel like I'm kind of getting a vague idea of what you're talking about as well.
You know what I mean? Like it's somebody. It's like a torture type scene, and it's somebody getting somebody to sing, and it's like row, 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 and then it gets more and more intense to the point where they're shouting it, like crying.
It's almost like the scene from Batman and Robin where Mr. Freeze is making his minions sing the "He's Mr. White Christmas" song like that.
Oh,
you got it? Figure it out?
No, I was gonna say, is it not like? It's not like Cape Fear, is it? No, I don't think it's like that. I feel like it's that kind of dynamic, though.
Yeah, like very dark. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the entire rest of this movie trying to figure out what this is.
Who tortured somebody with "Row, row, row your boat" song?
No, it just keeps coming up with the Final Frontier, not the stupid Spock campfire singing. We don't want that.
Are you sure it's so good? Well, J&B, he's with you. He's like, I vaguely remember that.
Oh, J&B, come on. Help me. Help me, J&B. Anybody. Alison, Marie, Dean, if you're still here. There's people in the chat. 1 Minute Critic, you'll know.
Well, I typed in Cape Fear row row, and it comes up Cape Fear River Rowing Club.
I don't think it's Cape Fear.
Well, I just wanted to see because I kind of feel you on the dynamic of that film.
Is it? He's a bad man, Nick Cage, by the way.
Now that he's got this jacket. That jacket makes him
the leather jacket is...
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. Just give it a minute. No more row your boat. We're gonna have this out.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Let's all do it in unison.
The low rider.
Come on, let's get your arm. Get your fingers ready.
Oh my gosh. The vibe check right now. More heist teams need to have a vibe check. And like the young people just don't get it.
He's ready.
Got the hat on. Oh yeah.
He's ready.
Oh, you gotta do it. Yours is a little after mine.
That was too much. I did it too.
You just went pew, pew, pew. You like went crazy. It's okay. It's your birthday.
Okay, let's ride.
However you want.
Right, back to row. That's a silly car. I don't like that car.
Well, I think the one
too sleek. Look at them.
They look like steals.
They look like they look slick. I don't like cars that look slippery, Janine.
Okay.
And that car looks slippery. Oh.
This wannabe Dave Chappelle.
Yes, that's a good shout as well. So annoying.
Yeah, there's like a character in Ted Lasso who like has a Ferrari, but he doesn't know how to drive it. So he's always like starting and stopping or almost hitting things.
That's not very good driving.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like, and she's got rid of them now. When Angelina Jolie was introduced in this movie, the half dreadlocks she had.
Oh, yeah.
What's all that
now
about?
It's just like cute, curly. Yeah. Made her look edgy.
Doesn't look edgy. It looks bad.
It's the year 2000, Morgan.
Irrelevant. I didn't have hair like that in the year 2000.
Well, just because you didn't. That was totally the vibe in the year 2000. No, we actually have a discussion tomorrow, JMB, about how we are not well versed in the Insidious franchise at all. So I doubt Morgan would have remembered something from Insidious 2 because we barely remember Insidious 1.
Certainly not that. We do have a little bit of a. We do bring up the latest Insidious, the Red Door trailer.
Why is this always the lighting when they're on a stakeout? It's always this blue light.
Because that's how you portray darkness while still actually being able to see who your characters are.
But it's like every time in the stakeout, it's just these blue lights, no matter what day, what night they're staking out.
Is it a group of children? Is it somebody who's kidnapped a group of children and he's getting them to sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat? JMB, a group of children. Somebody's kidnapped a group of children and getting them to sing Row, Row.
Oh, it's I know what it is. It's Clint Eastwood. What is it?
It's Dirty Harry, isn't it? It's Andrew Robinson in Dirty Harry.
Yeah,
of course it is on the school bus when he's kidnapped.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. Right, put the phone down. Oh, watch the movie. God for that.
And I feel like I just watched that like a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we've figured it out. We've figured it out. We've figured it out. It's
Yes,
a good scene. It's a terrifying scene.
yes. And he's on top of the bus and shooting the bus and yelling at the
Yes, yes,
kids.
yes,
And
yes, yes.
yeah.
Oh, that was good pronunciation there.
What? Well, I did need the help. Like I was too excited that I couldn't think of the name of the movie. I'm like Clint Eastwood, which is actually what I did when I played with Jeff Snyder in the big championship teams match.
What you?
They like asked who played the daughter in Dolores Claiborne, and I couldn't remember Jennifer Jason Leigh. So I said single white female, and he was like Jennifer Jason Leigh, and I'm like yes.
Good. This is why you need teams sometimes.
Yes.
That car's quite nice.
Yeah, that's the car I was talking about. The one they saw kind of outside the theater, like this older car with flames.
Oh no, I don't need the flames, but Laura. No, I don't. No.
You don't like that one? That gray one? Or gray
Lindsay.
old-timey looking
No.
one?
Rachel. That one. Rachel's all right.
Nobody names their car Janine. Hey, Marley loves movies.
Hello,
Marley loves film. I just want to say Marley loves movies because of the M's, but it's Marley loves film.
It's Marley loves film.
Yes. See, and he knows they're there. He knows they're there.
Oh, J&B, you might be.
Oh yes, thank you. And we were.
Yes, you might have succeeded there.
So, yes,
we were actually invited onto that show. Let's actually do a little bit of a. J&B is very nice, very good supporter of its wonderful podcast and recommended us for there. And we have got a recording booked with Matt and Andy. So good things to come. Thank you, Marley. Thank you, Marley, for popping in. If people cannot stay for a lot of the watch along, we do appreciate people whopping in. Whopping in. Don't whopping in. I don't know what that word is.
Whopping in.
Popping in to say hi. I don't even remember why we got onto the topic of row, row, row your boat now.
Because they talked about sitting around a fire singing Kumbaya, and I said, or they could sing row, row, row your boat, like around a fire, like in Final Frontier.
I used to have a supply teacher at primary school. And by that, I mean, like, you know, somebody who'd come in when your teacher was sick or away or whatever. And she was an old one. She had glasses on a string. Oh. And she played the acoustic guitar.
My snack is one of my favorite Sour Patch Kids.
I don't have a snack. She played the acoustic guitar. Famously, Kumbaya.
Oh. I don't think I've ever sung Kumbaya.
So basically, we'd all sing around singing Kumbaya. It was a religious school, Janine, I won't lie.
Okay.
But we would all sit around singing Kumbaya. So whenever I think of Kumbaya, I just think, oh, she's probably dead.
Aww.
She almost certainly. She was very old, and that was 20 years ago.
Oh, goodness. But honestly, teachers seem older than they really are.
That's probably true. She might have been 55, although she definitely wasn't. She was old.
Because, like, I remember I thought my kindergarten teacher was super old. Come to find out, she was maybe only, like, in her 30s, like, when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kondo. Because I went back later and she was still alive and, like, looking good. And
You're still alive? He's like, yeah, I'm 50.
Right?
What?
I thought you were like 50 when I knew you. No, I was only like 28.
Yeah. It's like I definitely had teachers in high school who were younger than I am now. And that just weirds me out.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean you were 24 teaching 15-year-olds? That's wrong.
Yeah, that's weird. Super weird.
You do always eat snacks at movies and things, don't you, Janine?
I do. I mean, I have my.
I don't really eat when I'm watching movies. I drink tea and
Not wine, though. Not
like
wine.
this.
But...
Not really. No, not really wine.
Oh, Christina.
Hello, Tina. How are you? Thank you
Wishing
very
you
much.
a happy birthday.
Thank you very much for the well wishes and the emojis. Yes. Thank you for popping in, saying hi.
Hello.
Do you like Gone in 60 Seconds, Nicolas Cage, or the scene in Dirty Harry where Andrew Robinson sings "Row, row, row your boat" to a load of children? Because that's what we've been talking about.
Oh, this is the part where the dog ate all of the keys.
Oh dear.
So now they have to get laxatives and get the dog to poop out the keys. That'll be fun.
Always the dog's fault.
Yep.
Tina's never actually watched the movie. Which movie? Oh, Dirty Harry, probably. This movie. Have you watched this movie, though? Gone in 60 Seconds. We're not watching Dirty Harry, I feel like, would be a poor watch-along.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work.
Although, my first time watch through of all those films, I had so much fun with them.
Oh, they're good, don't get me wrong. They're really good, but watch-along movies have to have a certain kind of stupidness to them, you feel.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That guy is married to Jenna Elfman of Dharma and Greg.
Is he?
AKA the stripper angel from Can't Hardly Wait.
Yes. Yes. Tina has not watched either movie.
Oh, you're missing out, girl. I'm gonna have to do a new show Tina hasn't seen.
That's a good idea. I would like to get involved. JMB says that, although it sounded familiar, he hasn't seen Dirty Harry.
Oh.
How did it sound familiar? Perhaps you've seen the scene.
Maybe. But yes, no, I recently, I think last year, I watched that whole series of films for the first time, and it was a really fun watch through. Like, I really found myself getting into all those movies.
Perhaps you've just listened to our episode of It's a Wonderful Podcast, the main show, talking about Dirty Harry, where I'm fairly certain we would have brought up that scene in some length. It's on your teeth, Angelina. You need to...
Look at that little flirtation. So cute.
Not really a couple you'd put
Not
together,
feeling it.
though, isn't it? Don't you start telling me about this watch-along dinner event. I've been getting this from Janine, Tina. I don't have anyone to go with.
He's saying he has no one to go with, and he literally doesn't want to ask anybody to go with. He has coworkers who like movies.
Nobody likes movies.
None of your coworkers like movies.
No. Not really.
Just because they don't like movies like you like movies doesn't mean they don't like movies.
But nobody wants to watch, like... Where's a good movie?
They literally did Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. They did Ratatouille. They do the food that's literally you're watching on the screen. Yeah, JMB, that's it's the vibe. It's a good combination.
To watch nice food screening of Night of the Hunter, though, do they? Oh no.
Yeah, see, JMB, none of my Morgan, none of my coworkers like food or air. Like, you just won't ask anybody. That's what I'm telling
No,
you.
I won't.
At
You're
least
quite
ask
right. I
somebody.
won't.
Just ask somebody. If they say no, then okay. But you just won't even ask if they want to go. It's a fun looking
Christina,
experience.
can you and Janine ask people for me, and then I might go.
Who's that coworker who's like watches our show and like is always like thinks it's fun that you have a show? Don't you ask them?
I mean, there's a few people, to be fair, that do bring up the show.
Yes. So ask them.
But what you don't realize is that they bring up the show and then say, "I'm not really into movies, but it's
But
nice."
if it's a movies with a whole experience and food, and you tell them, "Hey, well, Morgan's gonna do a vlog on it, and you'll be on our channel," then they'll be excited about it.
I can promise you, Christina, actually, there is one way that one person who no, what you saying? There is a way that people won't go with me, and it's because I wouldn't ask.
So yeah, he won't ask them. He'll only go out with these people if they invite him out. He refuses to ask people to do things with him. You don't think your best friend Matt would do this with you?
Excuse me, it's my birthday. You can't be horrible to me on my birthday.
Okay, well, I'm gonna berate you about this tomorrow then.
I would like to go. Yes, I think that would be a really good experience. I do.
Yes, it looks. I mean, did you watch the one I sent you about?
But
Willy
I'm not
Wonka?
going on my own, and nobody else likes movies, so
yeah. See, I'm encouraging you, Jam. He says. See.
Oh, this is a very steamy between. Oh yeah. Oh well.
You know, getting them
Oh,
all
now
in the
there's somebody
mood.
else. No, now there's somebody else in.
Yeah.
It's because they've been watching those through the window and have thought that let's do what they're doing.
Before there was sexting, there was car metaphor talk. He's literally seducing her with the car terminology.
Terrible. It literally, it makes me want to throw up.
Good breaks too.
It's like watch where you're putting that handbrake, Nick Cage.
Yeah.
See this car they're driving though, horrible.
It's a nice color.
JMB is posing a question. Who was that friend you had in the video with you for a rewatch last year? My own father? Perhaps? No?
Is this Michael Pena in his Vato era?
What? Where?
This
Oh
guy
my God.
him. Yeah.
He looks like a child.
Right? Why are his hands totally clean looking?
Probably is a child. Oh, they've all got 6 hours left, Janine. Steal these cars more efficiently.
Yes.
It's not going well. A rewatch? I don't know what you mean. A rewatch? I think I don't mind doing things by myself, Marie. I don't mind doing things by myself.
I think you kind of do.
I feel like event things
you have to do with someone.
Well,
Morgan, if you promise one of these people who at least reference our show that they can be on our show, they can be in a video.
No, that's the last thing anybody would want.
No, they would want
it. It's the last thing anybody would want.
They wouldn't even have to say anything. They would just point the camera at them and wave and say, "Hey, I did this experience with my friend."
I don't know who JMB is talking about.
A rewatch of what?
I know, yeah, rewatch of what? Dark hair. That could be anybody.
Much younger.
That could be Janine. Janine has dark hair and is younger than my father. So, is it Janine?
Was it Dean, aka Nolan?
Possibly. But it wouldn't have been because has he been? Has he been on?
And while he is in
Been a
the
while
same
since he's
time,
been.
while he is in the same time zone as Morgan, he is not in the same place.
No. An episode where I don't think Janine was. I mean, it might very well have been Dean. Then.
Yeah, then it was probably Ooh, black light. I remember I had a black light.
You had a black light. Oh no! Don't take a black light to a hotel room.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
I mean, really, there probably is people that would go. I just don't ask people.
Well, you should.
I know, but I don't. So it's a very big list.
It is, yeah.
It's a very big list.
This is so funny seeing Shelby GT. That's Eleanor.
Shelbyville. He's afraid. Why is he afraid of it?
Because I think every time he's I think it's a whole thing. Every time he's driven that type of car, he's gotten in some kind of accident, almost died. Oh, this is where these 3 yokels screw it up.
Well, they do look like 3 yokels, I think is a fantastic description.
Yeah.
They do make car theft look so easy.
Right. You just gotta cuddle a couple little cords and there you go.
You have yourself a car.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear, for goodness sake. He saw a woman in a bikini and decided
I'm just gonna come hang out to the pool party.
He wanted to stay.
It's your boy. Yeah, he's got steak on the license plate because I think isn't there like a snake in the car? Yeah, you should ask people, especially while you're still in your 20s, Morgan. You got 4 more years to do fun things with people.
What difference does that make? I don't think that makes any difference. Why does that make any difference? I don't think that makes any difference.
Youth is fleeting because it's like
time is fleeting now, is it? Oh God, thank you for the existential crisis, people.
Just ask people. I don't see what the issue is. Oh, great. Causing distractions. But...
You're turning it into something more than it is now, I think. This is just me about like asking anybody. Now you're turning it into some sort of... You'll end up living.
Well, we're just you're making us get into the looming specter of death in order to just like push you to be more social. If that's what it takes for you to be more sociable.
I don't understand why people think I'm not actually sociable. I am.
You are, but you just need to do things with people. You can't expect everyone to ask you to do stuff with them.
And I just don't like to bother people.
It's not a bother. People enjoy your company. So what is the hard? How is asking them a bother? All they can do is say no, or they're busy, or it's not for them. And then never to ask them again. But I don't see, even if you're not a huge movie person, this is a fun experience. They like food. They like going to places. They always invite you out for a meal. This is a meal with a movie interactivity situation. So
J&B, stop it. I was about to put that comment on the screen. Now you're just being... He's taking it to the extreme now, and I'm not here for it.
No, I love it. It was just like earlier. I don't know any coworkers who like food or air. That was probably my favorite.
Don't knock tweed jackets either. I'm not opposed to wearing that.
Oh my gosh.
I've never actually said the words "how droll," but it does roll off my tongue rather nicely.
It does. It does. Oh,
almost a George Sanders thing to say, isn't it? That
did this dummy dumb get shot? That's what he gets.
Yes.
For... Oh my gosh. See, this is why you can't send your brother to do anything.
Is that how you think about it's a good job your brother's not in the chat, Janine?
Oh, younger brothers.
Otherwise, he would be.
Because do you see your younger brother getting himself in a ridiculous situation like this? And if he was in this situation,
I don't think I'd try and steal a car with him, to be honest with you, or 50 cars with him, actually. But
yeah, my brother is older than me, so I probably have more trust in him. But that just seems like a younger brother thing.
I don't know what all judgment is in the chat. The chat's, it's my birthday, and the chat's...
Well, no, look, he corrected his spelling of color just for you. There's an unnecessary U in it. Yeah.
Can you not see? My sign says birthday. It's my birthday. You're not allowed.
It just says birthday. No room for exclamation points. You couldn't put an exclamation underneath.
It wasn't. Birthday's a long word. Look. Birthday takes up a whole line.
Takes up the whole space.
I could have put happy birthday, but
yeah,
I don't want to wish myself happy birthday. Doesn't make sense.
Is that how you spell birthday in Europe? Happy birthday with unnecessary U.
I'm not opposed to blocking people from the channel if they carry on.
J&B, you're on a roll. I love it. Oh, he's finally stealing Eleanor.
It's all very intimate, is it? I mean, I will admit, Eleanor's a nice cat.
Yeah.
It is. It's quite Dom Toretto.
Yes.
It's very Dom Toretto, actually, isn't it?
It is. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. You can't drive like that, Delroy. How is Timothy Oliphant like so much more attractive now than he was when he was younger?
Who?
Timothy Oliphant.
I think he is better looking now than he was.
Yes, with the gray and the facial hair and the Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
JMB must have been here before when we were talking about Eccleston.
Yes, where he's from the same central vicinity as you.
Yes, he is. I like how Eleanor's actually like a real car as well, and not like these fake, or as you would refer to them, automatic cars.
Fake.
Because nobody in the US can drive what you refer to, manual cars, can you? That's a stereotype.
I can't.
That's a generalization. It's racist, if anything, what I've just come out with. So
we do own a manual car, but I don't drive it. It's a Fiat.
a Fiat.
Yeah, a yellow one we call Pac-Man. But I can't drive it. So.
Do you have a name for your car? Do people have names for their cars? We should have asked this.
I call mine Olga because she's white and German. So it's a Volkswagen.
Olga.
Her name is Olga. She's a Volkswagen.
Hello, Abby. Thank you for the birthday. How are you? Do you like?
Hey, Abby. Thank you for popping in. I believe she's at Disneyland today. So
Abby's at Disneyland. Ooh.
Yes.
Well, go and enjoy Disneyland. What are you doing watching us?
Oh, yes. Marie calls her car.
Probably waiting for 3 hours in the queue for some sort of Star Wars attraction. That's why, aren't you? That's exactly what you're doing.
Oh, Tom has a car named a Fiat as well. A Fiata. Called Francesca.
Well,
I like that.
Tom Zambino, I'm well aware, is
a car enthusiast.
Cars. He's a very car person. But your car's called Rory. Marie. Okay.
I like that.
My car doesn't have a name, but sometimes when we've done a long journey, I will say, "Well done, car."
You say, "That'll do, pig." That'll do.
Essentially, yes, I am James Cromwell.
Yeah, you do give off Farmer Hoggett vibes.
Thank you very much for more insults.
So maybe you should.
On my birthday.
It's not an insult.
It is an insult.
Farmer Hoggett is a noble man.
I'm an old farmer now. I'm gonna have no life as soon as I'm 30.
Well, yes, you don't want to make any friends. So you're just gonna be an old man on a farm who talks to
an old man on a farm.
If I had words to make a day for you.
Smurf.
Just singing to a pig.
Smurf the car.
You just sing to a pig because you don't want to make any real friends. Is that your lot in life, Morgan? Is that what you want your life to be?
The pig might have been his best friend he ever had. I'm not saying a pig would be my best friend.
JMV says a tweed jacket wearing farmer. Yes. One of those little hats.
I don't see the...
One of those caps.
I own them. I own like 4 of them, by the way.
Yeah, see? Not a shocker at all.
I've not worn them for a long time.
Because you don't want to mess up that fabulous hair.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I did used to wear them when I had a different hairstyle. You have made me sad on my birthday, and I'm very upset with everybody. I've decided to cancel everything. And
he was totally planning on asking somebody to this movie thing.
Yes, and now I'm not doing.
And now he's just not, just to spite us all. Morgan's very stubborn, so if people tell him too many times to do something, he won't do it just purely out of spite. So
yeah, that's why Morgan Hasn't Seen exists, because now I have a reason to not be.
I can force him to, yes,
and just be like, it's for the show, and I'll be like, okay.
Well, I definitely think you should consider just
somebody. You do this as well. And I don't get to do this to you a lot, Janine, but you do this as well for the Monday show, is all these movies we review. Very few of them are movies I actually want to go and see.
Well, they're the newest movies out. We need to discuss them and keep things topical,
I know.
Oh, my video is all ready to send to you to post.
Oh, that's
to
exciting. That's good.
Yes. Speaking of videos about vlog type experiences, maybe
why
that
do I
will
have to make a
inspire
video
you.
of this now?
I mean, it's a cool thing.
I thought you were just trying to get me to go. I didn't realize
you should go. But I think, I mean, even if you just record, you don't say anything on the record, you just record going in, record the food, and take pictures of it or whatever, and then just do a voiceover TikTok on the footage that you took.
I went to the
Why would you talk like that on TikTok? I want to. No. Morgan wants to watch a 1934 silent film.
Right. Let's put this comment on screen. Let's ignore the finale of Gone in 60 Seconds. I was enjoying it, but let's ignore it. Let's break down this comment from JMB, shall we? That's what
Morgan,
I want to do.
You just have this very built-up stereotype about yourself. I'm sorry you find it unfair, but...
Number one, the silent era was way over by 1934, so that doesn't make sense.
So boo on you, JMB. Gotcha.
Number two, I don't only watch movies from the 30s.
That is fair.
Number three, I certainly don't watch movies on the ennui of existence, because that depresses me, and I like silly, fun movies a lot of the time, and not
or
bleak,
dark,
affairs.
Miserable noirs.
So, actually, JMB, look, I'm not saying there wasn't silent movies produced in the 30s. There was, but you're creating a stereotype of me. It's my birthday. There's Phantom of the Opera, the silent Phantom of the Opera is 1925. There's 1943 one with Claude Rains that obviously isn't silent.
Okay.
The one Cheney, well, 1925 is. Again, that's not from 1934. So really, all of what you're saying is wrong. $1925, not 1929, actually. So, yes, it might have been amusing to you, JMP, but you might be having fun with all your little games and comments bringing up here. But it's my birthday, and people are supposed to be nice. I regret doing this watch along.
You do not. You're having a wonderful time.
I am. Yes, I am.
We're at the big finale.
Oh, is it not like is it like a bridge jump? Something like that. I feel like there's a jump involved. Yes, there is. Look at that. Look at that.
A perfect ramp lined up for him.
I remember this. And I won't be watching another movie tonight before I go to sleep, actually. Anyway. So
you won't. Not one of your new collection pieces.
No, I need to go to sleep. What do you mean?
You should have taken the next day off.
No.
You're not one of those?
Well, no, I want to save holiday time for holidays.
Holiday things. Okay.
Holiday things.
That's fair. That is fair.
And jumpy, Nick Cage. There it is.
This is not gonna destroy this car at all.
Absolutely not. That's the most Fast and Furious thing that's ever been in this movie.
No way. And the car
of that jump was ridiculous.
And the car is barely destroyed.
And Nick Cage is like, I did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so cool.
No way.
And now there's this long stretch of LA highway that's uninhabited.
Yeah.
He dead.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
He's not dead, Angelina. Relax. It's fine. He's not got captured. G. Nobody in Britain says G. Atlee. Oh dear.
Wow, so villainous.
It never rains, but it pours. I like that.
You gonna start saying that?
JMB, I've just told you it was the 1925 Lon Chaney Phantom of the Opera. You didn't need to double check. Do you not trust me? I also told you it was a 1943 one with Claude Rains, if you want to watch that as well. There's two episodes of It's Wonderful podcast talking about both of those movies, actually. Yeah, don't.
Okay, yeah, the front end is a little messy. But I mean, you're an auto shop thing. Just fix it up.
You're late. Oh dear. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, bring out the Nick Cageisms. See, you just said it.
Okay. So this was for Alison, yes. I said 50 cars, not 49 and a half.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Which is actually me using my more natural accent as opposed to the pronounced, wonderful podcast accent that I tend to use.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. I don't kind of... I pronounce more, don't I?
Oh, goodness. So punchy. Brass knuckles. Yeah, that's intense.
Do you know what that hair actually does do?
What?
For Christopher Eccleston. Hide his massive ears.
Oh, yeah, he does have pretty sizable ears.
Enormous ears.
Yeah.
He's like an elephant. He's like Dumbo, flapping his ears. Really, in the live-action Dumbo,
that's not nice.
Shouldn't have been an elephant. We should have just cast Christopher Eccleston.
Okay, that's not very
massive
nice.
flapping ears going like that.
Oh my gosh, all that and they destroyed the car instead of just fixing it up. After all that, they couldn't just fix it up. Look at these henchmen being very henchman-y.
Why are the henchmen Cockney when Eccleston's Northern?
Because Cockney just sounds more, intense.
That's offensive. Marie says, poor Eleanor, I agree. Oh, look, it's the one half-decent thing Gio Ribisi's done in the entire...
She did not. Like, they literally could have just done a little bit to fix her up, and that would have been it. And, like, they gave him this little woodworking quirk, and he wears suspenders. Your villain has to have some type of trademark quirk.
Yes. Oh. Kick him in the face. Please don't put my wood project. Don't break it.
That thing's ugly too. It's not even a good looking whatever chair, whatever it's
It's not
supposed
my
to be.
dad. Don't break my table I made. That's a nice cupboard you've made, Dad. Do the doors fit on properly? Not quite.
Not really, but
It's
it'll
all
do.
right.
Yeah, he seems like a gun villain, not really a fighter.
I don't think Christopher Eccleston suits a gun.
No, but he doesn't look like a fighter either, so kind of needs a gun.
I think if he had a big sword, it would look better.
A sword? Okay.
Like a long sword, like a huge sword.
Sure.
Or a mace.
What? Or a lightsaber.
That's a very good point, JMB. Made an excellent point here. Maybe he could slap you around with his ears.
It's so not right. Y'all are mean.
Yes.
Y'all are so mean.
Yes. Well done, JMB. You're reinstated back to being allowed to comment on the channel. From insulting me the entire time we've been on the watch along.
Yes. No, he's just been backing me up, and I appreciate it, JMB.
You're welcome. Don't kill Delroy Lindo. It's a very small pistol as well.
Oh, the epic villain fall.
Oh, it's like Joker.
Oh, and he fell on a coffin that he built.
Yeah.
Wow. Just poetic. So poetic. That's what you call poetic justice.
Or Gwen Stacy. Didn't have Spider-Man there. Or Hans Gruber would be another one that had a dramatic fall.
Mm-hmm. Sean Bean in.
Or who?
Sean Bean.
Or Sean Bean, yes.
Which had this greatest fall where he would have exploded in a billion pieces, but no, he just falls cleanly on his back.
Just fell. No, I have too much respect for you, Nick Cage, because
you saved my life.
You helped me.
That's how these things go.
And this is how you've been able to get away with your ridiculous level of crime for so long, because
you're a Robin Hood type.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
I mean, it's very similar to Fast and Furious here, isn't it? We have to end with a barbecue.
With a barbecue.
It's almost as though they watched this movie and then decided the year later, we can make a car movie and make it a bit better.
Yeah.
Although I actually think this is a better movie than the first Fast and Furious is.
Really? You think this is better?
Do.
Yeah, okay.
Family. I just... Here he is. Shut up, Vinny Joe.
Look how profound he is, though. Look at him. So eloquent. And then they make this joke that nobody knew he was British because he never speaks.
Does he look like he's from Long Beach, California?
If you never heard him speak, would you not be able to know where he was from?
I don't know. Have you ever been to Long Beach, California, Janina? It's only down there.
Oh, there's an old Eleanor and you can fix up. And it's just like Fast and Furious. I mean,
it is literally Fast and
Dom has that muscle car that Dom has is like the car that his father died in or whatever. So it's like it's like this ghost car to him too, that he's fixing up.
I didn't realize that there was actually a surprising level of similarity.
Yeah. We'll see. I guess the Corona was a good choice then. Bing. Aw, brothers.
That don't look or act like brothers.
No, not at all. Him and Robert Duvall have the same hairstyle, except Robert Duvall's like missing most of the hair.
Yes. You go and try and drive that around, Nick Cage. You go and do that.
Yeah. With your lady.
In this rusty, horrible car.
Yay, so happy. The cops just let you get away with stealing 50 cars. It's fine. It broke down.
Shock.
Oh, well, yay! Happy birthday, Morgan.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed watching this film.
I did. Yes, I enjoyed the chat as well today, actually, even though it was mostly aimed at trying to be horrible to me on my birthday.
It was not being horrible. It was just trying to encourage you to do things and be with people and feel that people want to spend time with you because they do.
Well, it's not my birthday anymore.
Sure it is.
The official end of my birthday for this year.
Okay.
So, thank you everyone for popping in, for saying hi, for having a good chat with us.
Yes,
today.
Thank you everyone who came and stopped by and hung out and sent birthday wishes.
Yes, we had we've had Jane B here, we've had Marie here, we had Christina here, we had Abby here, we had 1 Minute Critic, we had
Marley on Films.
Marley loves film. We had Dean here at the beginning.
Yes.
We had, I feel like, other people. Alison. Had Alison.
Yes.
I feel like we also maybe had other people here. Good chat today.
Yes, thank you everyone who stopped by. We really appreciate that.
We certainly do. We have had all that fun stuff scrolling down at the bottom of the screen the entire time. Of course, subscribe, ding the notification bells on this channel if you are not already. And don't, check out the stuff we do here. Monday Madness and Morgan's movie collection and reviews and Janine's videos and other watch-alongs and all the crazy stuff. As well as Monday, Wednesday, Friday on all major podcast platforms. It's a Wonderful Podcast with Monday Madness, Morgan Hasn't Seen, and the main show. It's a Wonderful Podcast itself.
Yes.
Is always fun. Support us on Patreon. Donate if you would like to do that. I think I've forgotten to put the links in the description, but if you go to literally any other video here, they will be there if you would like to support us in that way. Or follow us on the social media that is currently, right now, on the bottom of the screen. You can see it. Look. It's right there. Just follow it there. It's great. But I think there we go, unless there is anything you would like to say, Janine, because I have now decided my birthday is finished.
Well, if you had fun hanging out with us, please consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, leave a comment. That all helps boost us, you know. So we appreciate that. And thank you for hanging out. And happy birthday, Morgan. I hope you had a wonderful day.
Yes,
And this was a lot of fun.
yes, it was. Yes, it was. And thank you, J&B. I would also like to go and see a movie with you if if you lived in this area or I lived in your area as well. Why would you? I wouldn't want to go and see that silly, strange description of a movie you just mentioned again either. But would you be interested in going to seeing perhaps a great movie from 1934 like The Thin Man?
Yeah, it's a good
You'd
one.
have fun.
Yeah.
You'd have a lot of fun. I think that's a good idea. Anyway, there we go. I think there's only one thing left to do, Janine. Would you like to try and do Christopher Eccleston's voice?
Yeah, and I think if anyone's going to do that, it's you.
That's just my voice when I'm not trying to pronounce things properly.
So then do it. I want to hear it.
3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.